whiting number 2 of today. So yeah, we're going to get these hooks out, cast the rod back out, and see if we can get some more. There's the 2 flatfish. Something a little bit different. I'm actually beach fishing now. I just thought I'll say this now. This is in no way an instructional video. I mean, harbour fishing, I've done that a lot. Freshwater fishing, I do that a hell of a lot. Beach fishing, I don't have a clue. But I've been talking to some people asking about what sort of rigs to be using. I've got a basic idea, and yeah, we're going to try and catch some using black lug as bait. Got a 2-hook flapper rig, I believe it's called, with a very large gripper lead. We're going to see what we can catch. I mean, I'd take anything, a whiting I'd take, but I would love a smooth hound, and I don't even know if you can catch them on black lug. But yeah, we're out here on the beach, and yeah, all my videos lately have been carp fishing, so I thought we'd now, you know, switch it up completely and cross the country to fish somewhere where I'm most likely going to catch nothing. This video, I was planning on doing a catch and cook, and I still might if I catch the right species, but for now I'm just beach fishing. If I catch some that I can cook, I'll barbecue it up tomorrow and it'll all be in this video. If not, we'll just appreciate the fish and we'll put it back. But yeah, this is me beach fishing. As I say, don't take any of what I say as advice. I don't have a clue. Let's see what we catch. There's a seal there. Yeah, if any of you are wondering why I'm not got the rod out yet, there's a lot of people on the beach at the moment, and I want to put the rod out when there's loads of people. Obviously you can still if you're close to water, but the tide's barely in, so I'm either going to have to keep moving or I'm going to have to stick my rods well back on the beach where people are going to be walking through my lines, you know. So I'm just going to give it a bit. I was thinking of fishing, by the way I'm at Scratby Beach if I haven't already mentioned. I was thinking of fishing Great Yarmouth North Beach, but Great Yarmouth is very popular, so I thought, you know, I'd come somewhere less popular, and clearly I was quite wrong on the spot choice. But yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good. I'm going to give it a go now, see what we catch. I've got a whiting and it's massive. Jeez, I mean, look, I'm not a beach fisherman. I ain't caught many whiting, but from the videos I've seen of whiting, that's a very big whiting. Yeah, this one's coming back for the pot, so it will be a catch and cook by the looks of things. Yeah, I've checked all the legal eating sizes, and I will measure him, but it's within regulation. I mean, this is a clonking whiting. Got little teeth as well. I didn't know they were predatory fish. So we're going to slip it, we're going to measure it first, slip it in the little thing, and that's coming home for my dinner. Well anyway, what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted is there's a lot of people on the beach, so I don't want to set my rods miles back there and have a line coming across the beach. If people walked into it, there'll be all sorts of problems. Woo! So, I keep casting it and then walking back a few feet when the tide's coming in. Yeah, and it was bounced quite a bit then. I assumed it was just the sort of waves, and you can't really tell with this rod tip because it's thick. I think it's like a shark or catfish rod. But yeah, I clearly had something attached. It was a good old whiting, and we will be cooking that later in the video. I was going to say, well, I'll be cooking it tomorrow, but for you guys, it'll be just later in the video. So, mid-session update-ish. Mid-session update, I've currently got a fish on. So, didn't really have the camera on for this one, so apologies, but we got ourselves another lovely little whiting. If you're wondering why the weather's changed a bit, it's because it's a new day. I don't think he's going to let me hold him normally, so I'm just going to sort of do that. But yeah, lovely whiting, similar size to the last one. So yeah, we're going to get these hooks out, cast the rod back out, and see if we can get some more. So just quick before we cast out again, this is the rig. Nice sort of, I think it's 40 or 50 pound leader. Same on the hook links. I think this is a 2.0 hook with some beads above it, and once again that 60 pound is on the leader. Same as this one, bit smaller hook, it's a 1.0, sharper hook, and it's shaped a bit differently. This one's been doing the business so far. Nice little weight, one that can roll about and find the fish. Yeah, that's the rig for today.
Well on, kid.
Whiting number 2 of today. Whiting number 2 of the day. Lovely one. No. There's a fish, there is.
Yay, I've got one back.
That is a hot, that is like a tiny bait.
I've got one.
You got one.
Yes, hold it up there.
Pathetic.
Look at that. I'm going to get that back in.
Yeah, might as well.
Look at that, it's already hooked. Little fella.
Just come back up.
There he goes.
He's not, is he? I've got to lob him. So, it is day 3 of the sea fishing adventure. You know, I'm back at the beach again, but doing something a little bit different today. Been seeing some sort of articles and videos about the species of shark that live along this coast, you know, smoothhound, dolphins, that sort of thing, and there's rays, and you know, they're predatory fish. So today I've brought down some of the whiting I caught. We ate some, as you'll see in this clip.
you. A world where roses bloom. When you speak, angel, sing from above.
It was very delicious, and you know, the rest that we had left over I've sort of cut up to use for bait. As I said in the first video, the chances of me catching anything are slim. I don't have a clue about this sea fishing stuff, but first time I managed one, which, well, managed a few white. I never expected it, so you don't know what's going to happen today. Been talking to some local anglers who say this is quite a good area for it. It's quite flat, there's not too many pebbles. There's quite a few pebbles. We're going to see if we can get a shark, ray, anything like that, just some a bit bigger. If I catch something like that, unless it's a ray, I ain't going to cook it. I'm just going to appreciate the fish and release it. But yeah, that's the plan for this session. Let's see what happens. Bumped up my line a bit today. Now I've got a 50-pound shock leader on. The rig's still the same, that was 60 pound the whole time, but I bumped up the shock leader just in case, as I say, like, I'm coming here for something big like a shark or ray, so if I've got to pull one of those through the surf, I need some, you know, sizable line to drag it up onto the beach. So that's why I got this line on. Once again, just a 2-hook flapper rig, just, you know, bigger hooks and, you know, a bait that is, I mean, I'm not, you know, 100% on what I'm doing really, but it seems like this would probably, you know, whiting and that would be what most of these species are catching. Shock leader, obviously it's not fully on my line here, but that's because my line's here now. When the rig's tied on, the top swivel will be just near my tip, and the shock leader will be wrapped around the, you know, the reel, so I can cast a lot further. Yeah, let's see what I can catch. This rod is proper heavy, so it'll definitely do the job for anything bigger. Unlike for the whiting, today I've got a gripper lead on, so I'm proper anchored to the bottom for anything bigger, such as the shark and ray, that I will hopefully land. If not, I guess we're having another whiting session. So, the sort of bait we'll be using, as I say, whiting, and it's a whiting fillet. Here's a clip of us filleting the whiting. And yeah, hopefully this bait is going to catch me a lot bigger fish that I've been catching so far. So I'm just going to cut sort of little sheets off this, sort of wobble in the tide, but still not be too big that it will fall off. That's the bait. Let's see what happens then. Top one, I'm actually going to fish on rag again. I mean lugworm, sorry. Just to try and get the whiting feeding around it, because I feel like predatory fish. Because they eat, they're going to be following them. So if I get them nibbling on my bait, that might attract them, and then they'll find my whiting fillet. seriously. Hope we get some. Sorry about the wind quick, but I'm having some proper bangs on the rod, I feel like, this summer. Munching up the bait. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Whatever it was, it's gone, but that was a proper bite. So I'm back out on the beach. This session I've actually changed my rig a little bit from what I was using. I'm using these little sort of arms that pop the bait outside, so it's not crammed on the line. Lugworm, I've just brought it in, that's why it's all sort of crammed on there. As I say, gripper lead, as I'm using usually. I've got this whiting, it's a big whiting once again. And I'd usually, like the start of this session, I would have been taking them home, but I've caught enough whiting now. I've had enough whiting dinners, so it'll go back in the water. Gonna get the hook out. Now my finger. Got him here. Just gonna chuck him. How I tripped.
Yoink!
Swim on there. Let's try and get some more, right? One thing I will say about beach fishing is when it's dark, you can't see anything, surprisingly enough. I'm casting in the dark, I don't know where I'm casting, but casting accurately in the dark, to express it in words would be like trying to catch a brick with a poppadom. It's just impossible, but it's worth it for the quarry. Picked up some black log from Goulston tackle shop as well, and yeah, they're proper. They're not as big as most black log, but they're even when they've defrosted, they're nice and stiff, so you can actually, you know, they stay on the hook quite well. So yeah, as I said, I'm sorry about the not so good lighting, but I just want to show you what I'm using. Sliding black lug up my line. You can wrap it with bait string, but I just don't want it coming off, so I'm sliding it up my line because, you know, it's frozen, but when it gets wet it seems to crinkle a bit. It's exactly the same on the other hook, gripper lead, and that's sort of the rig I've been using. Some people watching, I mean a lot of people watching this video, since it's a sea fishing video, will be sort of passing this off as sort of an easy way of fishing, and it is a very easy way of fishing. Anyone who's watching this who doesn't tend to, you know, fish the coast much, I will say, and I'm not claiming to be a professional, but what's worked for me is just ask for local advice. It really helps you catch fish. You know, I've just gone in, bought a whiting rig, a weight that I can cast with my rod easily, and some thick, what is it, shock leader. And it's literally as simple as that if you want to just get some bites off the beach. But yeah, it's simple as. So if you're someone such as myself trying to get into a bit of beach fishing, your best course of action is just to ask for advice and set up a nice simple rig. It's easier than you would think. So, you know, at this time it's quite hard to film bringing it in because I haven't got the best lighting situation, but I've got two flatfish here. I believe they might be dab, that might be what they are. One here. Oh, that's a different colour. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to do some research on what these things are, but I've got two of them, very happy about it. I'm not going to bring them home because, as you can see by my hand, they're not really, I mean, I don't know if they're legal eating size, but even if they were, they're not going to cause enough of a meal to be worth worrying about. But there's the two flatfish. I'm going to get the hooks out of them. Number one, going back. Does feel a bit brutal throwing them out that far, but it's I'd rather they had a bit of an headache and actually got back in the water than giving them no chance at all. Sorry about the camera angles right now, guys. This one's probably choked the hook. Got the hook out. We cast out one more time, last cast of the day. Be back out tomorrow. I want to make sure this water goes back out so I can walk out and get it into some water deep enough for it to make a run for it. There we go, it's back. Another whiting.
And that's how my day continued. I spent the rest of my day just catching repeated fish.
Starting to look like today might be a bit more white first. So, new species, it's another flatfish, but this one's a place. So right here we've got a double up. One small place. Nice tiny whiting. think we're going to end this video on this whiting. Thank you all for watching. I'll definitely be back out doing more sea fishing, it's very enjoyable. I know for a fact multiple hundred, a few hundred people are going to watch this video. So if you're one of those people, why don't you just click subscribe, get me to 300 subs quicker? Because that's my goal at the moment. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you next time.